We begin tonight with breaking news out of Holyoke. City officials announcing a mask mandate inside city schools beginning later this month. Thanks for joining us, everyone, on this Tuesday. I'm Chris Pisano. That announcement comes as city health officials say Holyoke has a lower than average vaccination rate. Western Mass News reporter Lindsay Kane live for us tonight in Holyoke with the details. Lindsay.
Chris, that's right. All students grade 1 through 12 will have to wear masks regardless of their vaccination status. That also goes for teachers and staff members as well. Superintendent of Public Schools Anthony Soto tells Western Mass News school and city officials didn't make this decision lightly.
This decision to wear masks was not an easy decision to make. I know that there's going to be people that are against it. There's going to be people that are for it. But I can assure you that we had the student safety and the staff safety in mind.
According to Soto, more than 1,000 families took part in a survey. 85% of families said they wanted to see a mask requirement for those unvaccinated. And 72% of families said they wanted to see a mask mandate regardless of the student's vaccination status. The city's health director says Holyoke has low vaccination rates for teenagers and young adults. The city is holding a free vaccine clinic at Holyoke High School North Campus tomorrow beginning at 9 a.m. to encourage students to get vaccinated if they're able to. Live in Holyoke, Lindsay Kane, Western Mass News.
Lindsay, thank you for that live report. Western Mass News tracking the back-to-school mask policies of local districts as they make their individual decisions before the start of class. Western Mass News reporter Audrey Russo is live for us in studio tonight with a closer look at what we found so far. Audrey?
Chris, so of course, with that announcement from Holyoke, two of the largest school districts in the area have made the decision to mask up. Holyoke joins Springfield, and East Hampton is going to be discussing in a mask policy that they had sent out via their superintendent tonight. Them, along with Longmeadow, also discussing a masking plan tonight. Chicopee is expected to discuss the issue tomorrow at a meeting, and they say they're going to make their announcement later this week. A discussion is planned for East Longmeadow on Thursday and in Westfield on Monday. Now, there are some differences in what the schools are considering as a policy. Some schools are considering only requiring masks for students under 12 who are too young to get the shot, and for those who are older and still unvaccinated. Now, that's what the governor has strongly recommended to districts, but some are getting the community's input on the decision. The superintendent of Westfield Public Schools telling Western Mass News he sent out a survey to ascertain parents' opinions on their own child's safety.
We did put a survey out last night, and I've already received 2,000 responses. What I can tell you is that the students would like masks to be voluntary, but the majority of staff and the majority of parents would like to see masks K to 12.
Now, this all comes as the chairs of the state legislature's Joint Public Health Committee, including Senator Joe Comerford of Amherst, are calling on the governor to mandate masks for kids in schools. The chairs of this committee say the governor needs to go beyond, quote, strongly recommending masks for kids too young to get vaccinated and instead make it a mandate. They also say that the honor system among older kids who are not vaccinated will not protect students adequately, and they seem to suggest that all students, regardless of vaccination status, should wear a face covering. Reporting live in studio, I'm Audrey Russo.
Audrey, thanks for that live report. The Department of Public Health releasing today's COVID-19 data. The state's positivity rate over the last 7 days sits at 2.88%, with more than 1,100 new cases reported since yesterday. Officials say there have been 13 new deaths from the coronavirus. So far, more than 62.5% of Massachusetts residents have been fully vaccinated. For a full look at the numbers, check our free Western Mass News streaming app. Regional COVID-19 testing sites are seeing an uptick in people coming in to get tested. The site at the Eastfield Mall will celebrate 1 year of operation at the end of August. And American Medical Response reps say many are starting to come back because of school and travel requirements. AMR Operations Manager for Western Mass, Patrick Leonardo, tells Western Mass News with the rise of COVID cases and increased concerns about the Delta variant, the site now is scaling from a few hundred tests a day to more than 500 tests.
The positivity rate definitely jumping up from where it was before. Whereas we had a couple of days where we had no positives, we are now seeing anywhere between 20 to 40 a day from around 500 tests.
If you've already registered with AMR's system before, you don't have to register a second time to go get tested again. And Leonardo says the turnaround time is starting to get quicker than 24 hours, with people often waking up the next morning to their results.
Well, a heat wave begins tomorrow, and excessive heat is possible for Thursday and Friday. It's looking like with heat advisories for Wednesday, the heat index could reach 95 to 100 degrees. And then for Thursday and Friday, the heat indices could approach 105 to 110. Today, we beat the heat because of the overcast. Right now, we're only at 77 degrees with a dew point in the low 70s as well. So everybody is feeling very humid, but temperatures overall are seasonable to even a little bit mild. And that's just because of the lack of sunshine. Now, where they saw more sunshine today was the areas in northern Berkshire County. North Adams is back down to 82, but they hit mid-80s earlier today. Everyone else is sitting in the high 70s to near 80 degrees. We do have a lot of cloud cover in place right now, that's for sure, but there's a couple of showers back to the west we'll have to keep an eye on through the rest of the evening. Chance for a stray shower to come through, but the best shot of that should be after midnight. Other than that, just mostly cloudy, warm and muggy. A few showers, even a rumble of thunder possible overnight, but nothing severe is expected. And lows only drop to around 70 degrees, so it's going to be a warm night. Now, tomorrow's temperatures should approach low 90s for most. Again, the heat advisory is up from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. We will end up going partly cloudy, but there's a chance for a stray shower or storm at the end of the day. We'll take a look at the rest of the week's weather in just a few minutes. Chris?
Janna, thanks. A hit and run captured on video in Chicopee has that community talking, and it's leading to concerns about the overall safety of the road. Western Mass News reporter Matt Satilli joining us now live in Chicopee with more on that. Matt?
Chris, I'm standing by the underpass here on Granby Road, the scene of a hit-and-run incident this past weekend. Residents tell me there has been an increase in accidents and dangerous driving conditions along this stretch of road, so we wanted to check it out for ourselves.
I looked at my cameras and I saw a car come through the underpass and smash into my neighbor's car.
Sean Caron captured this exclusive video on his security cameras Sunday morning just after 1 a.m. You can see a car rear-end his neighbor's vehicle and speed off down the road.
I've been doing mechanics for about 26 years, and the way the front of the car exploded, I can't even believe it was able to drive away.
He tells Western Mass News it's not the first time he's seen a serious accident over this stretch of roadway.
I watched another lady get in an accident over here, and she actually passed away from her injuries.
We reached out to the Chicopee Police Department to see for ourselves. This is what we found. In 2020, there were 58 accidents on Granby Road. This year alone, 49 accidents to date. The damaged car belongs to Michael Marchand, which he says he bought less than 2 weeks ago. And it's not the first hit and run he's been involved in.
This isn't the first time this happened on the road. I've had side swipes where my mirrors got taken off.
And now he's reconsidering his parking spot after the latest incident.
We definitely have to think about what we're doing over here because of what happened.
I may not be able to park on the road anymore.
As for Caron, he says he's determined to see a change, calling for traffic cameras and turning over his security footage to Chicopee Police.
It was my duty to provide this video that I have because this person left the scene and is still a danger. It could still be a danger right now.
I spoke with Chicopee Police Department and they say the incident remains under investigation. Reporting live in Chicopee, Matt Satilli, Western Mass News.
Matt, thanks for that live report. A man sentenced to 8 to 10 years behind bars in connection with a 2-year-old stabbing. Police say 46-year-old Timothy Lockett was found guilty of assault and battery with a dangerous weapon causing serious bodily injury. The charges stem from a March 2019 stabbing on Montmorency Street in Springfield. Police say the victim of the attack was stabbed at least 10 times before they were able to get away. In July of 2019, Lockett turned himself in to Springfield police.